Okay, so this is the third chapter of Hole in the Woods, and we are going to be introduced today to Nina, who is the victim. And I wanted to just quickly let you know that if you want to learn about a little bit more about the real victim that the story is based on, her name is Shannon Siders, and there is a Facebook page that's still up, SHANNON Shannon Siders on Facebook. You can take a look and learn a little bit more. So I hope you enjoyed this third chapter, and we'll see you later for the next chapter. Do chapter 3 from Hole in the Woods. This chapter is entitled Nina, 1989. They drove me to the hole in the woods, not home, like I asked them to. That should have been my first clue. They said there was a party out in the woods, said that there were people they wanted to meet up with. I said I wanted to go home. I needed to take my dog out, and my dad would be coming home from work in a few hours. I make him breakfast before he goes to bed. We drove deep into the woods on a dirt 2-track, running off onto a long sandy drive that led into the hole. It was called the Hole in the Woods because of the large clearing of trees surrounded by forest. To the left of the drive is a pond, and further up there's a fire pit where us kids used to meet to party. There was no party tonight. There was no one at the Hole in the Woods at all. They parked the car near the huge fire pit and we got out. Empty beer bottles and plastic cups littered the ground. Parties had gone on there over the weekend, but it was a Monday night. I had never been to a party on a Monday night. Mondays were for hanging out at the gas station. The moon was full that night, and you could see really well through the trees. One of the twins, said how romantic it was, and didn't I think so? Can't remember if I said so. I was starting to wonder what the hell we were doing out there. I asked them if they brought any wood so we could start a bonfire. The air had dropped 10 degrees since dusk, and dew was forming on the ground. There was no wood, and I said I was going to wait in the car where it was warmer. The other twin grabbed my hand and jerked me over to the hood of the car. He told me to get on the hood and look at the moon with him. I didn't like the way he treated me. It made me nervous. But I slipped onto the hood when his grip tightened on my arm. It was then he leaned over to kiss me. A sinking gut feeling kicked in. Something was off. He knew I was with Adam. I pushed him away, told him I needed to get home, take care of my dog, Tucker. He didn't like that, pinned me down and said he was going to kiss me and to let him, or there'd be trouble. He pressed down hard. His teeth bit into my lips. A warm sensation leaked onto my lips, and I tasted blood. I wriggled away, and in the moonlight, I caught a look on the other one's face. He wanted me too. They had planned this all night. My heart started racing, and a flash of heat surged through my body, coming out my pores in a damp sweat. They exchanged glances, and the evil passed between them. The one closer to the fire pit started toward the car. The one on the hood next to me let go for a second to unbuckle his belt. I slid out from under him, off the hood, and ran into the woods. Just ran, not sure what direction, just hoping to find a road or a house or a field or just somewhere to hide. I heard their footsteps pounding behind me, snapping fallen twigs with their heavy steps. Why couldn't someone turn off that damn moon? They could see me plain as day. I glanced back. They were in pursuit, but stumbling over logs, sluggish, disoriented. At that moment, I realized it was possible I could outrun them. They had been boozing and doing drugs all night. I was alert, sober. I had an advantage. So I kept going, leaping over tree branches and praying I wouldn't trip. Thin tree limbs snapped back at me, whiplashing my face as I breezed past them. I didn't even try to shield myself.